be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give to Gibson running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakim. They'll try the left side with Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Back to throw here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run with Gibson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little sound there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Following the interception, Winston. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did. But
yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Here we go. Here we go on the next drive for Washington.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Time set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
They'll set up a throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley.
Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Winston's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity really ratchets up on opening week.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Winston. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Winston. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Gibson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Gibson again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Now back to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They're going to look to throw. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw, Winston. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Winston.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Come on, fellas.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action now, Winston. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. A handoff for Gibson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The 2nd down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Daron Payne never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Alvin Kamara, 3 touchdown runs. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Ronald Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boys, let's go!
The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
That's what I'm talking about.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Second and 20. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Harris now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Marlon Davidson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a give to Gibson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On the return, Harris.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's brought in by Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Winston. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will be as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jameis to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Jameis now on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Winston to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 16. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The Falcons on 3rd down.
They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far.
This is 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He'll drop to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To throw, Winston. He gets it complete to Harris.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Here's Winston.
That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
To the air again with Winston. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Marlon Davidson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Winston now from the 50. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. Again, it's Winston. But now it'll be 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And